Hello, Kareen Erbe here with Broken Ground, and today I want to talk to you about why you should grow fava beans. So I'm back here in my main crop area of my garden. The food forest is over off to my right here, but it's back here that I grow crops that grow throughout the season that I don't have to look at on a regular basis. So my potatoes, my onions, I have a bunch of winter squash back there. What else do I have? Pole beans that are growing as well, cabbages, artichokes, Brussels sprouts. So things that are on irrigation but that I don't have to look at it on a daily basis, and so they're not as close to the house. And this is also where I grew my fava beans. And so I wanted to talk to you a little bit about fava beans because they're such a great multifunctional crop. So for those of you who don't know, fava beans are also known as broad beans, and they're these large beans that when you pop them open, they have large pods, I should say, and then when you pop them open they have a little bean inside. And the first reason that you should grow them is, of course, they're nutritious, right? They're a great lean protein and they're chock full of really good nutrients. So of course we grow all of our vegetables because they're nutritious for us. But other reasons why you should grow fava beans are that they're a legume. So they fix nitrogen in the soil. So they're a great soil builder. Then, in addition to that, fava beans create a huge amount of biomass, or it's also known as organic matter, right? So, of course, it occurred to me to do this video on fava beans after I had cut back the fava beans, but they grow quite tall, and they create all of this organic material that you can use and add to your compost pile, or you can use it as mulch on your garden beds. And again, it gets back to that concept of permaculture, of creating closed loop systems. So we want to, year after year, import less and less onto our property. So if we want more organic material, we can grow it ourselves. So it's a huge amount of biomass. And then, of course, after you harvest and take out the beans from the pods themselves are a lot of great biomass too. Now, the only sticking point with fava beans is they're kind of high maintenance to actually once you harvest them and you need to use them for cooking. Not only do you have to pop them out of the pod, but you do have to take the skin off of them that's around the bean. And so once you have the skin off, then you can eat these raw, or there are all sorts of fabulous recipes out there. One of my personal favorites is fava bean burgers, which are great. But again, growing fava beans not only gives you a really nutritious source of food, it gives you a huge amount of biomass, and it also helps build the soil. So consider growing them next year. They're a great cool season crop. Oftentimes you can't necessarily get the seeds in, say, your local garden center, but if you can't get them, if you can't find them locally, you can buy them through Baker Creek Heirloom Seeds online. But definitely does really well in this climate, adapts fine to any types of soil, and I've had a lot of success growing fava beans. And here you can see this is only this is probably a third of the harvest for probably about a 4x8 space. So really great option. Consider it next year. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you soon.